the world after they have passed from it. These lights which shine in the darkest night are those which light the path to all of us.
Very good, very good.
Anyone who wants to join in, please do. This is number 5, prayer for those not with us. As we stand here full of pride and love, our hearts and thoughts recall others who are not with us. And yet there is so much hardness in our lives that it's hard not to feel them present. A child's gesture recalls that of a grandparent he never knew. An act of kindness and generosity reminds us of the example of a much loved aunt or uncle. The laugh of one recalls for us the joy of another. And the shade of memory and blood reminds us one of the other. For years and through generations, and now with full heart, we pause to remember and proudly add to that shame.
So this is symbolic. There's a picture of the footstone here. It says, Dina Bat Zev Eliezer, beloved wife, dear mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, Daisy Garfunkel, October 16, 1907 to October 26, 2008. In memory of Daisy Garfunkel, we establish and consecrate this monument as a token of our deep love and respect. She is remembered now and forever. Part of the good in each of us, may her soul be bound up in the elements of life.
Amen.
And now, at the top of page 3, want to start by sharing some memories.
Any memories, anybody?
Okay.
Well, I will say that my Aunt Daisy was always full of enthusiasm and always happy and wanted us to be happy and extremely helpful. She helped so much, and her help did not only extend to everything that she could do for us, but to teach us how to eat properly and healthy. And that she reminded us all the time. We miss her very dearly.
Is he?
Yeah, I was going to say pretty much exactly what Dad just said. Today, Daisy influences me with decisions on what to eat, how to exercise. I remember every time I had a visitor, she'd give me a helpful book, one on garlic, one on juicing, and I treasure those books. And she had written little notes in the margins of the books, and so I feel like I'm connected to her, and she continues to influence me every day.
Just very short. I still make her coleslaw recipe. So every time I make it, I think of her.
Oh, that's cute.
I love the recipe.
Me too. I need to get it from you.
I have a short one as well. Living in Dayton, of course I didn't see Daisy as often as many of you, but one of the things that she taught me that I now have to teach my kids is gratitude and thanking somebody. She was always very, very good about sending a birthday gift when I was little, but if I didn't send her a thank you note, she explained to me that's not what you're supposed to do. She taught me to really thank people, and that's a big lesson and one that I'm trying to teach my kids right now.
I wanted to add, since you remember what she taught me when we came to this country, to clean the sink after I wash myself. I never used to do that, and now I do it routinely, and I just thought about it recently.
I was lucky because I lived so close to her when I was little and growing up. But when I was in high school, on Saturday night before I went out, when my father would say, be home early and no fooling around, she would stop me at the door and say, I know you're going out to get beer with the boys, here's $5. And then she's really responsible for the career I'm in because my father wouldn't let me get a bass guitar, which I wanted, because he thought and my grades would go down and I'd get in with the wrong crowd, which turned out to be right. But he went away on a business trip, and when he came back, I had the bass guitar. Daisy bought it for me. You know, I heard that he was so mad at her, he didn't talk to her for a month. He never said a word to me. So it was great to have like the ultimate grandma living so close to me. The only other thing is when we cleaned out our apartment, I found old boxes of things, and one of the things I found was a box of letters that she had written to, I guess, the government of countries like Austria and different places, trying to get Jewish relatives out into this country, and she'd even send money over there to try to get them here. So she was just a person that was always trying to do the right thing to help people.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be right if I wouldn't say how Daisy included everybody in the family. I think that she kept the family together more than anything else. She knew who everybody was, and she explained to everybody how you are related, and she kept in touch even with the farthest away relatives. So when we came to the States, and she showed me new customs, that you, every so often, you have to thank your friends with a party or something like that. So of course everything is involved with food. Of course I thought that in these United States, where everything is pre-cooked and pre-prepared, I am going to have a party with this wonderful food. So I don't know if any of you guys were there, but you were served a raw tongue, because I did not think I had to cook it. But I learned many, many things from her. I felt like definitely part of the family.
I think the people that were at that party aren't here anymore.
And that's why.
They had that experience.
I also felt like Daisy was very welcoming to my marrying into this family, because she was interested in good diet, good nutrition, good food, as was my maternal grandmother. I sort of thought they must have come from the same rootstock some generations previously, because they tended to think very much alike in terms of how they approached the advice that they gave to their children and to their grandchildren. One piece of advice, not food related, that I remember she passed on was a number of years ago. We came to visit her shortly after we'd gone on a trip, a family trip, before an accident of us, to the Canadian, Canada. And we had a whole bunch of photographs that we were sorting through that I brought with me to show her. And I showed them to her, and she kept saying, put the place you went on the back of the photograph so you'll know where you were when you look at this 10 years from now. That's very good advice, even though maybe none of us ever do that anymore, because we all have everything on digital now. But the idea of correlating the visual experience with the written word is still a very valuable piece of advice that I take from her.
I just have a few words to say.